If you've ever wondered what makes a blues song so effective, much of it comes from its lyrics. As a music major at Penn State, I feel very lucky to be learning about all the different genres of music out there. But since the blues is one of my favorites, that's a genre I really enjoy focusing on. Today, I'm going to teach you how to write your own lyrics for a standard 12-bar blues. All you need is a pencil, some paper, and a story to tell. When I write songs, I always start with the lyrics because I believe once you know what it is you want to say, you know what the music itself should sound like to help tell that story. You see, the blues depicts all sorts of struggles, some of which are very serious, where the music tends to be extremely slow and soulful. Other times, the struggles are not so serious, maybe more comedic or maybe not even struggles at all. There, the groove is most appropriate by being fun and more upbeat. Either way, the lyrical organization of every standard 12-bar blues song is the exact same. So step one is having a story to tell. The example story I'm going to give you today is that of a not-so-serious struggle, for it involves one of my favorite hobbies, fishing. And when I fish, sometimes I have a hard time catching smallmouth bass. I don't know why. So, now that I've told you a little about my story, I'm now going to put it down in words. First, let's go over the basic form of a 12-bar blues. Most blues songs have 3 verses. Each verse has 3 lines. And in each verse, there is always a problem that is addressed, which is usually in the first line. So my problem for the first verse is, well, I'm fishing in the pond, but I can't catch a smallmouth bass. Now the problem gets stated again, but it doesn't have to be the exact same. Since I'm repeating myself, I'm now going to say, I said, I'm fishing in the pond, but I can't catch a smallmouth bass. Now, the verse needs a conclusion. Not really a solution, but sort of a hook to sum up the entire verse. So mine is, it keeps eating on my worms, that bass is such a pain in the ass. Notice how these lyrics sound like the first thing that comes to my mind. And that's because they pretty much are. I think it's important to write this way because I believe it's the best way to find your own natural voice. Now on to verse 2, which the form is the exact same for verse 1. We just gotta change the lyrics a little to keep the story going. So for verse 2 I wrote, and I'm gonna sing it this time. Now since I got no more worms, I can't catch a bigger fish. I said I got no more worms, so I can't catch a bigger fish. There's always a bigger fish, but for me, I can only wish. Don't worry about how many syllables there are for each line or how you're going to sing the melody for now. That all comes from listening. Besides, the blues isn't really a genre where technical perfection is of utmost importance. So now let's do the last verse, the third verse. So, continuing off of the first and second verse, we need to continue with our story and also sum it all up. So, since the narrator doesn't have any worms and can't catch any fish, well, I guess he has to go home. So, now I'll sing the last verse. So, since I can't catch any fish, I guess I gotta go back home. So I said I can't catch any fish, I guess I gotta go back home. Too bad my wife is at home, 'cause I'd rather be out here alone. Notice how all these 3 verses kind of build off of each other to keep the story going. And there you go. A lot of what I just taught you today is my personal opinion. Yes, blues music always has a story, and there's usually a certain form involved. But a common belief in music is to learn as much as you can about something, but then forget it all. For I believe breaking the rules is what's going to make you most unique. Today, I taught you how to write your own lyrics for a standard 12-bar blues. But now I challenge you to come up with some lyrics, and then think of what the music should sound like to help tell that story. The lyrics only go so far. I hope I've helped briefly introduce the world of writing blues songs to you, and I look forward to hearing your music someday. Thank you.